Hello.
Well, hi there.
Mr. Frazier?
Bruce, it's my wife, Deborah.
John,
good to meet you.
Great to meet you. Baby girl. Hi, Mrs. Frazier, how are you?
I've loved and I've had boyfriends, and some have met my family, but this deep, this involved, and with this much invested from my heart and my soul, that has never happened before.
All right, so tell us what's been going on. I want to know what y'all have done up to now, where you've been, who you've met.
Okay.
I want to know these things.
Okay.
You could tell right away that AshLee's dad is very protective of her. He wanted to know exactly what AshLee's been doing for the past several weeks, and I get it. I would want to know the exact same thing if it were my daughter.
We went to this amazing lake, and all of a sudden, Sean tells us we are doing what's called the polar bear plunge.
Oh,
You're in a swimsuit, and you are dipping from your head to your toes inside this lake, 34 degrees.
And did you do it?
I stood there and I looked at this lake and I thought, I made this commitment, and I needed to leave every insecurity and fear of abandonment and fear of walking away without him behind. And I jumped in, and in my mind, I was like, I submerged everything, and I left it in the water, and I came out. After that, we went to St. Croix. We were out on the island, and y'all are gonna have to forgive me. There was a lot of romance.
John, you and I need to have a talk.
We had fun in the sand. We rolled around in the sand.
All in fun, of course.
Yeah. Right. But anyways, that was really fun. And then I told him I loved him.
I didn't know what to expect until I saw Ashley. But I know this, it's all in the eyes. She can never lie, and her eyes show that she's madly in love. You ready, bud?
I hope so.
But hearts are fragile, and I want Ashley's heart to be loved and protected and sheltered, and I want somebody that will give 100% of themselves to her. That's what I want for her. What are your intentions for Ashley? Are you gonna break her heart?
No, ma'am. And it's certainly not my intention. I adore your daughter. She is so special, and I can tell it's not easy for her. I'm assuming that Ashley's control issues can be related back to that sense of abandonment and wanting to...
I think so. Ashley was in 5 foster homes in 1 year when she came to us. So that sense of abandonment was reinforced over and over and over again. And it makes an impact on you. So for her to abandon herself to you is a huge thing. And you better not break her heart.
I won't. I won't.
Okay.
I'm loving AshLee's mom. These questions aren't easy to answer, but I love that she's protecting her daughter. And now it's very scary to think about having a conversation with a dad about marrying his daughter when I'm dating 3 other women. I don't know how he's gonna react to it, and I'm afraid he's gonna ask me if I love his daughter.
Well, what can you tell me? Are you in love with my daughter? That's what I don't know. Where is that development?
I'm crazy about your daughter, and I see that love is on the horizon.
If you pick Ashley, and I gotta tell you, she's put a lot of her heart into this.
I know she has.
Probably a good thing you live in Dallas if you don't pick her, you know. I won't have to be bumping into you because I'm going to have to do a lot of emotional damage repair if you pick another girl. But don't let that weigh on your decision. But I mean, you know.
Well, I tell you what I would like to know. You know, Ashley, as she mentioned, she shared that she'd gotten married at age 17. And I'm assuming that you had to sign off on that at that early of an age. So was there something that you saw in the boy at that age that you thought, you know, he's the man for my daughter, or did you have reservations?
No, I had reservations. She was only not too far from being 18, and I felt like if I didn't let her get married, then you know, maybe there would be some choices made that wouldn't be the best choices. And so I I think it was a sad day in my life, you know. I remember very well. And if I had it to do over again, I probably would have done it different, you know.
With that being said, I see your daughter's heart, and I know who she is at her core. I see the good person she is and how she's full of love. And would you be okay with me proposing to your daughter if I felt that's what I wanted to do?
Well, I know that there'll be a day that there'll be a new man in her life. Not that I'll be put on a shelf, but I'll have a different role, you know?
Sure.
And whoever that man is will be the central figure in life. And I don't know that any father likes to do that, but that's, you know, I'm excited about that possibility. If you really think you love my daughter, you know, when it comes to that point, then I think we would welcome you in the family, you know?
I think I can see Sean as a son-in-law. I mean, based on what I know today, I told him that I feel like we could welcome him in our family, and we would do everything we could as a mother and father to, you know, make sure that their marriage was a success. From whatever influence we had, it would be a positive influence for them.
I'm gonna tell you about my first date with Ashlee. My wife and I were in our 20s. We'd been foster parents for over a period of about 5 or 6 years. We foster parented about 16 kids. So the lady that we worked with in the agency said, well, we've got a little girl we want to place with. She's 4 years old. I said, okay. And she came in. Ashlee had a little page cut, haircut, about like that, and a cast on her hand, and mad, lip pouting. So Ashlee walked in, and I mean, just right away, I looked at her, and I looked at the worker, and I said, this one's gonna be really hard to give back. But the moment that I saw her, I had a connection, and I fell in love with her. So whatever man takes her for the rest of her life is gonna have to fall in love with her like that. And I'll pass that, you know, to the next season of her life when she lets me know who that man is.
It's amazing to hear that from my dad. I mean, every time I hear it, I cry. It's one of those stories that just doesn't get old. And it's not just because it's about me, but it's about love. And that's what I have with Sean.
Thank you
Can't
so
wait to
much.
meet your mom and dad, your
Absolutely.
family.
Thank you very much.
Today was the beginning. I love this man so much, I don't want to wait a long time. There's no doubt that I want to marry this man, like, the second we can, because we're in love, and I don't want to wait.